When did that thing die? Well, it's a story.
Darling, you're so funny. Oh.
How dare you?
Deer just everywhere. The second you can't shoot them anymore. Hey buddy, you can't go in there right now. That's not cereal. Where is your idea? What in the world?
Southern Blessed Homestead.
Thanks for those.
But that's not all. Is like I said, you know, within a month I plan on shooting fish and filling jars of canned fish again.
Just too scared to go right now.
So she actually let you pet her?
Yeah, just if you pet her by her tail.
Okay.
She might hiss one.
What do you say?
We have to make friends. Now, some of those cats weren't too friendly with many people, but there was one friend's daughter over there who they were friendly with. So she was just putting effort into being peaceful with them. But if too many people came around, the cats would become skittish and fearful. So, well, I'll tell you what, my cat that I got for my birthday sure was a lot nicer than
Megan, she
that.
massaged you.
She would curl up with me and hang out.
You're gross.
Buddy, don't bite a dish rag.
Get it?
Aww, he's so nice when he asks. High five?
He'll give
Yeah,
Knuckles.
buddy. Knuckles too? Thanks, buddy. So, how's she doing?
She's better out here actually than inside. We can pet her a little bit. She'll
Okay.
sniff our hands too.
Has she eaten?
I'm not sure, but I know she drank water.
Well, there was less than yesterday though, wasn't there? Of the feed?
I don't know.
I thought so.
I think there's...
Listen here, we just got to make friends with you for a tiny bit, and then you can be our cat. So they get this here to give her some shade.
Yeah, and we didn't know where the other door was, and she could put her
head through this one and
Oh,
she'll
okay.
just kill herself.
Oh yeah, make sure she's secure. Okay, well, a cat on the homestead. My wife once tricked me into thinking that I had a cat, but it was just a joke. But I embraced it. So I'm not gonna do the same. She can love this cat and keep this cat as long as it doesn't run away. So we've got to go through a process of kind of homing it here so it won't run away on us. One cool thing about the honey run with the bees is that a bunch of it came in 55-gallon drums and was raw and unfiltered. So a lot of stuff came out of the filtering process. Some of it was good for us, but some of it looked kind of dirty and questionable. So I put some in that styrofoam bowl there and put a rock in there to hold it down, and figured what a good boost to let these guys do what they do and get back in business with it. So my bees are obviously very happy with what they found here, and other ones are still coming in with pollen. So some of the trees are just starting to wake up and bud. So some are flying out, finding that pollen and bringing it in fresh like they normally would do. And here's a little abnormal boost, but a good welcome back to spring for them, I think. Not too scary. Oh! Gently, quietly. Look at that. Somebody's making friends. Oh, tell you what, a couple days of being our friends and we'll let you out. And you should be able to stay our friends. Yeah, there you are. Wow. Okay, we're gonna work on this relationship and maybe even need a couple special treats to kind of endear ourselves to that creature.
She hissed at me once when I touched her somewhere, and now she's fine if I just carefully get
I might have got my Megan back.
This is not Megan. This
She
is Muffin.
hisses and then she doesn't claw them.
What's her name? Margarine?
No, Muffin. That's what Bell Pepper calls her.
Well, I think I'm gonna call it.
Muffin.
What's up, Turkey? You wanna join us for dinner?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's fat.
I think it's margarine.
No, that's like fake butter.
Well, is that real butter?
No, she's not
Exactly.
even fake butter.
Well, upon inspecting these in daytime, all these little apple slices past their prime for human consumption. I don't know if you could still make like apple cider vinegar out of them or something like that, or I don't know. You can compost them, but these guys sure like them too. So at this stage, they're still good for the animals. So I'm gonna give my my Jacob sheet a treat out of these. Boy, they wouldn't be the tastiest for us. I mean, they'd be super sweet, but kind of grosser than most people would like, but for a treat for the animals. The rams certainly love them, and guess what else? The chickens do, the guineas do, the ducks do, and the ewes do, and the cow. That's one thing too about that guy who offers up the free produce, is after talking to him and understanding him a little bit better, I definitely feel completely comfortable with grabbing a good amount of the stuff. I mean, I didn't touch. You know, you wouldn't notice the difference between what he had there and what I took. But I took a couple cases of those apples, and they weren't really going to disappear on their own by people. You know, people just weren't going to eat them. So here, they're an awesome treat for my animals, and I'm going to try and see if they like some of this other stuff too. Because I don't think they've ever tried some of this stuff. You think they like celery? Whoa! They're coming through the fence. We'll see if they actually like it. You want some? Oh yeah. Have some. Have some. Yeah? Oh, you're looking for the leafy stuff? Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Give it a try. Hey, you came through the fence, little lamb. Ollie, what about a head of lettuce? Subpar iceberg lettuce. Who wants some? I think I'm gonna roll one and see if they'll chase it off in the woods. Man. Well, they're out there by it. They're nibbling up some of it. How was that one? Given enough time, I think they'll gobble it all up. I still love seeing these little lambs. Super cute. And if they don't, the chickens will. That much I do know. But the apples, oh yeah, oh yeah. Here, cow, you want apples? Yeah, you do. I'll try to spread these out a little bit. Wow. Come on, there we go. Oh, come on, little guy. You got it, you got it. Oh, you're standing up so high. There you go, my sheep. pretty yucky. You might not want to get them. Put your wrappers in here, please. Wow. I'm gonna take these kind of subpar collard greens over to the chickens, see what they think. Yeah! Greens! Pack them up. They disappeared some earlier on us. Look at that, they'll grab a leaf and run away. Go try to eat it somewhere in private. Ultimately, not a bad score. And since it's such a change for the diet, we're just gonna kind of do a little bit every day for a couple days. If they start really going bad, we'll increase the frequency, but we got a while to kind of wean them onto it, wean them off of it. As I await the completion of this storm shelter and underground storage, one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to use a number of rocks in that project. I'm getting the supply on hand, and when I'm able to travel places where I have access to more rocks, even though I have some on my property, I like to be able to get more too. So I've got a variety of these that I just brought home from my trip. I even know some people who've got a lot of rocks who use rocks, and they're like, yeah, take them if you come. So that's kind of cool. Because every rock I can pick up for free is one less rock I gotta buy. And if I had to buy rocks, I wouldn't complete the things the way that I do. It'd be too expensive. But as a free source, they're absolutely awesome. That deal rocks. How is Kitty? You're in there with it?
Yeah. I was fixing her bed.
Wow. Okay. Well. Huh. Well, that looks good. Let's spend some days making friends first. This trip was an absolute crazy time, and one of the most, one of my favorite parts, I guess, is some time ago I got 4 of these 4 amp rigid batteries. I got 4 because they were 2 in a 2-pack for $200, so $100 a piece. And Monster Truck here, you're in charge of what?
The batteries?
Yeah, he's in charge of the batteries. And ever since I got them, shortly after, we've had 3, we've had 3, we've had 3. And I'm looking around my lean-to project because I know we did that with them. I'm checking all sorts of stuff. I thought when we gave the truck a full clean, we'd be able to find them. We gave it a full clean before this run. Didn't find anything. And it was just like, what in the world? On our trip out, we finally kind of reached the realization. What'd you come up with? What'd you think happened?
We left it at the barns.
So he thought when we were at those chicken barns and stuff and taking down the old buildings, we must have left one there. Must have been bulldozed by now and completely lost. So we reached kind of closure on that. I thought, yeah, that sounds like what happened. We just finally accepted our loss and we said that was it. And then, what animal was it?
Chicken.
The rooster?
Yes, sir.
So I was looking for somewhere to put the rooster and I had a bucket, 5-gallon bucket, and I dumped it out in the truck. And what do we see in there?
The 4-amp battery.
Guys,
Which was this one.
It's like finding $100. We had just given up hope. We just accepted our loss. And then out of nowhere, cha-ching, there it is. And I'm like, what in the world? Like, we were just talking about it earlier that day on our trip. And out of nowhere, there it is. Now, we did find somewhere better than the 5-gallon bucket to put the rooster, so we put that in a box. But how happy were you?
Super happy.
Yeah, you know, I mean, that was like a $100 loss for me, but we got it. That is so awesome. So we are now a couple days later, and how's he looking?
Really good.
Has he been fighting much with the other ones?
He's been a little bit, but now they know who's in charge.
Sure, and I know, like I said, we put him in at night, so he woke up next to everyone real good. But then the next day there was quite a bit of running around. And this guy still looks pretty young. If you look at the size of his spurs, they're not very long yet. So he should have a good life in front of him. I just wanted somebody to be able to breed our super cool, you know, barred rock looking ones and kind of keep that color scheme. Maybe even some of those. But yeah, so far so good. What do you think?
He's doing good. He's too afraid to fight with the other ones.
Okay, is he a good replacement for the one that we lost?
Yeah, the one that we lost was, I think, well, his spurs were just a little bit bigger.
Okay, cool.
So,
Well, that is awesome. I did not expect that, but that worked out super well. And how cool is it that they blessed us with it too? You know, they just chose to give that to our family. So we'll remember that. Is this what you've been waiting for, my lady?
Yes, that is what I've been waiting for.
We ate one of these the other night. It was amazing. Now we're probably going to polish off the whole other one, but it's amazing to me to be able to go down to the local lake and shoot the local fish. And so delicious, so enjoyable, we love it. But then to have somebody decide they want to trade you smoked bluefin tuna for that. I actually went down last night with Monster Truck to go peek at the lake and see how close we were. I figure we got a couple weeks, but darling, oh, that's for you, my love. Mama's getting some Mama is getting some tostadas ready. And this is the smoked bluefin tuna that a relative of our friend caught and had smoked. If you're not a fan of smoked fish, I guess that means more for me. There you go, bug. Careful, don't drop it. But this stuff is amazing. We grew up periodically having smoked chubs that we would buy from the store. But those got so expensive over the years that fewer and farther between do I actually go get them. I like to smoke them myself. Yes? Well,
please.
I like the kimpa.
the skin? You can mess with it. Go sit down over there, my boy. What's this make you think of, darling?
Here with a couple of these.
What's this make you think of?
What's it making into? Probably some fish you've done over the fire.
Oh yeah, I have smoked my own fish, and that's been some really good stuff. Does it make you think of how glad you are you have a hunter-gatherer for a husband who can go shoot fish and trade it for stuff like this?
This is all skins.
This is so, so good, and I look forward to putting a smoke house in in our outdoor kitchen build. Share some with Red.
So the skin has scales on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fins and scales.
That is super delicious.
Actually, our friend who we traded stopped in a bit ago. So we got to hang out with his family a bit, but you know what that's worth on the street? That's a big chunk of smoked fish. And we are, like we said, super blessed.
Mm-hmm, definitely. Have we ever had that before?
Smoked tuna? I don't think we have in our life.
Bluefin tuna? Tastes really good.
Smoked fish, but not smoked tuna. Alright, I'm gonna just quit distracting her with the appetizer so we can get on to dinner here, but we just wanted to share that with you guys. So much stuff that canned fish has already led to in our life.
Right.
I can't wait to continue on. What a blessing. My favorite part, we took it on spec. Nobody taught us how to do that. We just said, well, these are food fish. Let's see if we can can them. Let's see what happens. And yeah, sure enough, we found our canned tuna and canned salmon substitute in doing so. I'll see you guys next time. Pop out.
Thank you for watching.